Hi, it's Janine Turner. How you doing? Welcome to Front Porch Philosophy. I know you're only going to look at me for 6 seconds, but stick with me for a minute. Do you know that we only have the attention span of 6 seconds? What is happening to us? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about our artificial intelligence. That's what we're talking about today here at Front Porch Philosophy. Have you seen the movie Blade Runner? Okay, let's take a deep breath. You ready? We are going retro. We are going to cultivate conversations. But first, we start with a deep breath because at Front Porch Philosophy, I just believe we all need to calm down a little bit, don't we? Enough of all this negativity and self-righteousness. Let's take a deep breath. Have you tried that at the workplace yet? Or in a family crisis? Really works. It just works. Just work. Take deep breaths. And remember, we're trying to talk to God every 2 hours, too. How's that been going? I don't think I've been doing that well. Yeah. I need one of those watches that have timers on them. Whatever. But that's art. Okay, so today we're going to talk about, have you subscribed to your newspaper yet? Newspapers are so amazing. I love them. Wall Street Journal, and I'm talking about the arts and book review sections because they're so interesting. This is about artificial intelligence. Have you seen Blade Runner yet? The sequel? Some of my all-time favorite movies, people always ask that question. I'm always like, oh, I don't know. That reminds me of the movie The Crimes of the Heart with Jessica Lange and Sissy Spacek. And Jessica Lange says, why? She tries to kill herself by putting her head in the oven. And she says, why would you ever do such a thing? And Sissy Spacek says, oh, I don't know. I was just having a bad day. And Sissy Spacek says, Jessica Lange says, well, we just got to do something about these bad days. Yeah. Anyway, I'm paraphrasing. I don't think that was exactly right. That was back from the 80s, but I've always loved that line. And I really don't know why I just said that. Where did that come from? Anyway, we want to have good days. Okay, Blade Runner, favorite movies. Okay, Field of Dreams. That one moment, I won't give it away if you haven't seen it. Field of Dreams, amazing. Projectile tears. The Way We Were, very sad. But I love The Way We Were. And I love Blade Runner, the first Blade Runner, because the art direction was so incredible in that movie. The hovering, the closeness of the cities. I thought it was really, really interesting. There are other great movies, but those are some to begin with. So this is an article in the Wall Street Journal by a scientist, Dr. Koch. And he is the chief scientist and president of the Allen Institute of Brain Science in Seattle. So he's talking about artificial intelligence. Now, I know we're all a little bit worried about this because soon they're going to take over a lot of our jobs, right? They are going to drive. They're going to war, and soon they will be able to kill, and we won't be able to, will they kill us, right? Blade Runner, I saw the sequel, by the way. It's really good. Did I already say that? The sequel's good, too. But and that's how inventive Star Wars, all those kind of guys that go out there, the robots, and to fight. But nevertheless, they're going to be able to kill. So that's very frightening. And then we take over our jobs. And so what this article talks about, this scientist, Dr. Koch, he talks about the discoveries that are going to happen and that we're going to have to catch up because computers are going to be smarter than we are. They're going to be able to drive. They're going to be able to kill us. And so we have to be smarter than they are. I don't want to freak anybody out. I'm sure the robots aren't, but they'll be able to be engaged in warfare, and a little frightening there. So they are doing all of these things to the brain. And I thought I'd share them because it's just a conversation starter. I think they're all a little bit freaky. But, okay, so here, I'm going to have to read this because it's very complicated. Transcranial direct current stimulation. Got that? It is a non-invasive brain technology that induces a weak electric field in the cortex underlying the skull. All right, so when they did this, it improved brain performance when the action is repeated over and over. Let's see, research in animals and human volunteers suggests that this may enhance neuroplasticity, the process in which the brain improves its performance when an action is repeated over and over. Users wear headphones that gently stimulate the motor cortex while lifting weights, swinging a golf club, or playing the piano. With time, the athlete becomes quicker and better. Have you heard about that? All right. Yeah, so there's some other things I thought I'd share with you. Oh, another thing. Hang on, I got to flip my paper over. There was Nancy Smith who was injured in a car accident. She's a tetraplegic. tetraplegic, only able to move her shoulder and her head. But neurosurgeons and neuroscientists in California implanted a tiny bed of nails, a array of electrodes in the region of her cortex that encodes her intention to grasp a cup or press piano keys. Algorithms decode her neural signals and pass instructions to a musical synthesizer so that she can play music with her mind. Wow, right? That's cool. One more. You ready for one more? Okay. Now he says here, my hope is that someday a person could visualize a concept, say, the United States Constitution. An implant in his visual cortex would read this image, wirely assess the relevant online Wikipedia page. Well, who knows if that Wikipedia page is even correct? And then write its content back into the visual cortex so that he can read the web page with his mind's eye. What do you think about that? I don't think I'm ready for that. All this would happen at the speed of thought. Another implant could translate a vague thought into a precise or error-free piece of digital code, turning anyone into a programmer. That is scary. So that means they read our thoughts. They can take a vague thought and code it into something. Okay. Okay. It says people could set their brains to keep their focus on a task for hours on end, or the depth of the sleep at will. Okay. Another exciting prospect, this is even weirder, is melding. My arm's falling asleep. Oh my gosh. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to keep these a little bit quicker. Do you think these are too long? Are you liking these? Are you enjoying these? Are these worth it? Okay. Poor arm, frozen and cold. All right. Maybe they can implant something in my brain that would make my arm stay warm. Okay, another exciting prospect is melding this is kind of weird, 2 or more brains into a single conscious mind by direct neuron to neuron links. Similar to the corpus, I don't know how to say this word, callosum, the bundle of 200 million fibers that link the 2 cortical hemispheres of a person's brain. This entity could call upon the memories and skills of its members' brains, but would act as a group consciousness with a single integrated purpose to coordinate highly complex activities across many bodies. So they'd be merging our 2 brains. That's weird. What do you think of all that? I don't know. What do you think? I think it sounds kind of freaky. I don't want to merge my brain with somebody else's, and I don't want to program my brain to stay on a task. And I don't want, it sounds kind of strange. But that's maybe the future. My hand is really cold. Oh my gosh. But I do think we're going to develop this someday, and I think this will be cool. You know what my thought is? I think heaven isn't out there. I talk about this in my God on the Goes, which you can see it. We can listen to them. They're 1 minute at Front Porch Philosophy. They're all over my social media every day. But they're at my YouTube, Janine Turner's Front Porch Philosophy, my God on the Go minutes. So I talked about this there. But, we think about heaven being way up there. But really, I think heaven is right here. I think that God and Jesus, the Holy Spirit, they're right here with us. But we just can't see them in another dimension. Our loved ones, too. And soon, one day, we will develop a sort of glass, like glasses, where we'll be able to permeate and see. That's kind of my thought. Put on some glasses, and then we can see the other dimension, and there they'll be. And then I think the world will be over. Because there's no way we can live in 2 worlds at once. That's another thought. Okay, so this goes down as the looniest one, but I hope you have a good, blessed, wonderful, conversational day. All right, take care. See you tomorrow.